Today in History. Today in History. Marco Polo drowns in a swimming pool. Maya Angelou writes Where's Waldo? Cassius Clay knocks out Muhammad Ali. C-3PO and R2-D2 admit they are a couple. Females gag when the Pentagon invents the Hummer. Kesha gets syphilis. Pitbull gets rabies. Carl Sagan meets Alf. King Kong rapes Curious George. Thomas Jefferson marries Wheezy. President Johnson meets Emperor Penis. Abraham Lincoln sits in John Wilkes Booth and gets shot. His final words, I want people to get half off on mattresses on my birthday. Tweety Bird flies into a window and dies. Minoxidil revives hair on Broadway. Madonna sues Miley Cyrus for stealing her whole whore idea. Confederates attack Fort Stedman. Oprah is pissed. Lenin's car keeps Stalin. Colonel Mustard takes Frankfurt. U-boat sinks me-plane. Joni kills Chachi. Babe Ruth has a grand slam in Boston, but he doesn't finish the pancakes. Thundercats get neutered. Abraham Lincoln meets with Blackula. Bush appoints Rice to Secretary of State and mashed potatoes to Speaker of the House. Seal is clubbed to death by Heidi Klum. Screech is diagnosed with mental retardation. Spider-Man is killed with a rolled-up newspaper. The Burger King is guillotined. Nancy Reagan writes the ultimate guide to anal sex for women. Meryl Streep wins the Oscar for House Party 2. The Senate approves monkey kissing. The Bermuda Triangle disappears. Hitler meets Shemp. Elizabeth Montgomery killed at the Salem witch trials. Rosa Parks refuses to give up her massage chair at Brookstone. The Cold War buys a sweater. Three Stooges arrive at the birthplace of Jesus. Snap rapes Crackle. Pop watches. Khrushchev responds to the United Nations shoe incident and swears he was just trying to kill a spider. Thomas Edison invents the two-headed dildo. Big Bird is shot and killed by hunters. Snoop Dogg writes Schindler's List. Aquaman drowns. Wilt Chamberlain is killed by a ceiling fan. The California Raisins are killed in a plane crash. The North and South are surprised when the West attacks them in the Civil War. The pig from Charlotte's Web is eaten by family in Kansas. Paul Revere arrives in New Mexico in 1972. Germany masturbates to Sweden and then bumps into Portugal and they want to shake hands. Ty Cobb invents the Waldorf salad. Britain sends tanks to Fort You're Welcome. New York's Holland Tunnel is finished just 3,000 miles short of Holland. The inventor of the elevator falls down the stairs. Lincoln passes the Masturbation Proclamation, allowing African Americans to touch themselves. First monkey in space dies from being a monkey in space. Adam and Eve are thrown out of Olive Garden. Abraham Lincoln reveals there is a smaller Abraham Lincoln in his hat. Who is the real Abraham Lincoln? God is born. Russia invades Russia. Prussia invades Mexico. Jesus visits Easter Island. Doesn't like it. Oscar Mayer Schindler saves over 4,000 bologna from the Nazis. Chad, Africa is formed by rich white yuppie tennis players. Chinese porn star Shrimp Soft Noodle is born. Dr. Seuss performs his first operation on somebody's Lorax. General Sal leads his troops against Colonel Sanders in the Battle of Whitemeat. Disney's Texas Chainsaw Massacre opens. Salvation Army is attacked by Old Navy. Barbie's Ken loses penis in Malibu car accident. Snow White meets the eighth dwarf. Rapey. Frankenstein loses his shit while watching the Yule Log Channel. Keebler elves attacked by squirrels. Mr. Peanut is eaten by Babar. Mr. Snuffleupagus falls into the La Brea tar pits. The British admit they might actually be too British. Kermit the Frog announces he is gay on Ellen. Christopher Columbus discovers the bathroom. Oscar the Grouch sex tape leaked on YouTube. Wyoming joins the Union in the American Civil War until they are told they do not exist yet. Riots at the Space Jam premiere in England. God farts. Millions killed. King Edward VIII abdicates his pants. Jeffrey Dahmer invents the finger sandwich. Mussolini invades Buca di Beppo. Michael Jackson rises from the dead and records the video for Thriller 2. Intercourse, Pennsylvania is attacked by Masturbation, Ohio. Superman dies of cancer. Ferdinand Magellan circumnavigates his kitchen. Hitler meets Fred Savage for the first time. Casper the Friendly Kid is killed in a car crash in Iowa. Ponce de Leon admits he was an idiot. And Walt Whitman becomes the first man to get hard watching The Muppet Show. And Walt Whitman becomes the first man to mistake Bill Pullman for Bill Paxton. And Walt Whitman becomes the first man to play the xylophone with his penis. Walt Whitman becomes the first man to beat a dog to death with a hula hoop. Walt Whitman becomes the first man to dance in front of his cat after a shower. And Walt Whitman becomes the first man to ask for more ketchup at a drive-thru and get an annoyed look. And Walt Whitman becomes the first man to go to the hospital for teabagging his tea.